My name is Emily Prins.
And I'm Baldwin Sappenfield.
And our film is titled At a Crossroads. So despite human trafficking being a pretty prevalent part of our recent cultural conversations, it is often something that is mired in a lot of misinformation, as well as being something that is oftentimes distanced from. So we like to believe that human trafficking is something happening somewhere else, when in fact human trafficking occurs in every single state, in every single city, and in fact North Carolina is actually in the top 10 states in the United States with the highest rates of human trafficking. In Burlington, North Carolina, where we are located and where our film is set, is actually a pretty large trafficking hotspot because of two major highways that intersect in Burlington.
So what are people doing about it? CrossRoads is an organization that deals with human trafficking survivors and also offers counseling services and spreads awareness in the local community. And so these are our participants in our film, and they just talk about their experience with CrossRoads. We have Bria Miller, who is the Volunteer and Community Engagement Coordinator, and Shannon Finney, who is the Human Trafficking Advocate.
So, why should this be made? So first and foremost, our goal with this film is to debunk the massive amounts of misinformation that exists about human trafficking. So first of all, a lot of human trafficking that gets discussed in the media is kidnapping attempts, where in fact kidnapping attempts that lead to trafficking situations are very rare. In fact, the majority of trafficking victims know their trafficker and knew them ahead of time and had a relationship with them before they were trafficked. Second of all, traffickers frequently target populations that are disadvantaged in some ways. So this could be immigrants, this could be those from a low socioeconomic background, this could be those with existing substance abuse and mental health issues, but anyone could fall victim to human trafficking. And finally, normally when we talk about trafficking, sex trafficking is the first thing that comes to mind, when in fact labor trafficking also exists and is actually pretty prevalent in Alamance County where we are located. In any situation where someone's labor is exploited without proper compensation, this is a trafficking situation.
So as previously mentioned, there's so many misconceptions about human trafficking. A lot of people don't know the truth behind it, and it's oftentimes over-sensationalized. And so our goal of this video is to show human trafficking for what it really is and what professionals who work at CrossRoads have experience in and breaking those misconceptions.
And the hook for this film is this is what human trafficking actually is and the people who are working to stop it in our local community. And the genre of this documentary is primarily interview-based. So, how can we make it? So first of all, the reason why we believe that this film would be successful is because of our narrow topic. So instead of trying to tackle the enormous subject of human trafficking, we just want to focus on one organization and the people in it who are working to prevent it in our local community. We also wanted to work really hard. We are aware that human trafficking is a sensitive subject, so we wanted to avoid featuring survivors in our film because that could re-traumatize them or cause them to perform emotional labor. So instead, we're focusing on the professionals who are working to help that. Also, we are very lucky to have enormous support from Elon University, so we are able to utilize the gear from the gear room to lower our equipment costs, and also we are very close to CrossRoads, about 15 minutes away, so our budget will be very low for this project.
So why should Emily and I make this? We're both very passionate filmmakers, but we're also very passionate about the topic of human trafficking. And we've already contacted CrossRoads, we've already done a majority of our filming, and they're just as excited about it as we are.
So in conclusion, with our film, we are really hoping to raise awareness about human trafficking, especially in our target audience, which is primarily the Elon and Burlington communities. But we also hope to inspire others in other places around the country to reach out to local organizations that are engaged in anti-human trafficking work and to help support them in whatever way we can. Thank you.
Thank you.